No doubt. I mean, it's a big championship. It's a Big 12 championship, and we've looked forward to it all year long, both indoors and out. And so our kids, I think, are ready. And like I say, the ratings, you throw all things out for a conference meet, and you just got to go up there and focus for a couple, 3 days, and really focus on that meet, and not worry about anything else but yourself. And as you said, I'm hoping for a lot of Big 12 champions individually, and I think if those champions will lead us, well then those 10 points, when you get 10s in events, those 10s add up. So we're hoping for a lot of those.
What's Devine's status?
Well, with Devine, we don't have to enter until tomorrow on Friday, and we're still going to just take a day by day and see where we are. We haven't made any decision there. We're hoping that he'll have an opportunity to run, but I'm going to see how he is. I won't take any chances if he's not right, but if he is, we'll definitely run him.
He'll be on the trip, though.
Yes. Oh, yes. He'll be going with us.
I feel like I ask you every time, Coach, but is there an event you're going to be focused on specifically? I know across the board you have expectations for each event, but is there one that you're really interested in this weekend and you're pinpointing on, saying this is something that I really want to see us succeed in if we have a chance to win this thing?
There's not really one. When I mentioned those 10s, I could literally go to Werner in the javelin. I could go to the 800 with my two guys, CJ and Vince. You go to the 400 with our two guys. You could go to the sprints. Those are the key ones. The people that are ranked high, those are going to be the ones I'm really focusing on. And Charles Brown, Trey. I mean, there's about 8 of them that are leading, and V in the triple jump, and have an opportunity to just do what you've done to get there. If they'll go do what they've done, they're going to have a really good chance of being a Big 12 champion.
In the past, you've said nearly every year you're built more for national meet than conference meet. How do you feel like the depth is this year to allow you? Do you feel like you can compete better in conference this year? Do you have the depth?
I do. I think we are more depth-wise this year on the men's side. I think next year we're going to be better, but because just of recruiting and we don't lose many people. But we are getting there for the conference meet. I think this is the closest that I've been in a long time of having enough depth. We don't have a lot of throwers, shot, disc on the men's side, and that hurts. Next year we will. But Texas is going to be the top team probably to beat, along with Kansas, and some of them have throwers, some of them don't. We really just, when we match up with each of those teams, we need to beat them in the events that we match up head-to-head.
Last week you gave a lot of guys the week off. How have they kind of responded? You saw from Charles, kept improving his PRs. Is there any concern about that week kind of momentum slowing him down, but rested up as well?
Not really. I worry about everything, but Charles, when he goes into a conference meet, and several of these guys, Justin Hall, little freshman, they're going to do 3 events, and they just needed to be fresh because they've got to compete over 2 or 3 days. And I think they do feel good, and I always think if you go into the meet feeling good and you've prepared, then you're ready to roll.
What have you thought of Werner since he came out and threw that big throw at the very first meet? How have you kind of felt about his development this spring?
Yeah, Werner's got caught in a really tough situation because he had a season before he got here over in South Africa. They're opposite of us. Right. And so I think he was a little fresher right off the bat, and then I think Coach Falcons let him go to the couple of big meets in Arizona, Texas relays, and we might have rested him or trained him more during that time, but wanted him to get experienced to know what kind of the big meet's going to feel like. And then the last few weeks, I feel like that he's in training, he's figuring out things that he's been doing wrong. I mean, threw 237 right off, 72 meters. He threw 74 meters out of bounds at Baylor. He's fine. We just need to have good technique, and that's what I think he's worked on a lot this week.
On the women's side, what's your expectation for Zariah Willis?
Zariah, has been as consistent as V all year long. Those two have just been leading us. And so I'm so proud of her and V, what leadership they've given that women's team. And so, no, I fully expect her to battle for the Big 12 championship. And I think K-State and there's some others that have some good jumpers, but I'll put my money on her.
Can you go back and tell me a little bit about, she was one that was a big recruit when you got her, if I remember correctly, right? So
Yes.
has she been kind of what you expected then?
Yeah, you know, the first year, I think our training, and she broke down in the weight room probably a little bit that first year, but then kind of we backed off, and she really came on outdoors last season, you know, to get to the national meet. But then this year, she's paid the price and knows what the weight room was, got used to Coach Thomas, really learning how to be a high jumper, and then we knew she's gifted, and then she's healthier than she's been, and I think that's been a big deal.
I'm expecting us to win. Everybody going out there and just competing and going as a team and winning. We won 2014. That was my freshman year, so that was a good way to start my college career, and I want to end on a good note as well. So I think we have a team to do it. So far we got 2 sprinters that's out, but we still have a chance to win. So everybody just needs to step up and go out there and give it their all.
Kyle, if I read correctly, I think you've got second best time in the conference, 5th best in the country right now, I believe. As far as how you feel after a week off, do you feel refreshed and ready to attack this meet?
I do. I've been battling injuries all year, but I mean, right now I'm feeling good. So this weekend, I'm just going out there, just hoping to win. I know I can win, so just go out there and just lay it all on the track.
It's about that race week before last week that you and Steven ran the 45:01 in 06.
I felt good about it, but also had some regrets about the race too. I was happy that I PR'd, but there's a lot of things I could have did differently. So hopefully I can change that up and at conference this weekend and for regionals and hopefully for nationals.
What in particular were you?
My finish. My finish could have been much stronger. So if I can get that together, hopefully I can go 44 and even faster.
You talked about your first year being able to win that, and then obviously the last couple of years haven't necessarily gone your way. What have you seen maybe are the differences in the ability to win this meet and not? Honestly, last year I believe as a team you guys didn't really finish the way you wanted to. What are the differences you see in that, and have you relayed that on to some of the younger kids on what it takes to win this meet?
Well, I feel like we have more depth than we have usually. We have a lot of people in the field events, a lot of people in the sprints. So I feel like we just have a good chance. I mean, compared to the other years, I feel like we're more together as a team. We depend on each other. We went through off season, we went through the hard times and the good times together. So I feel like, you know, this weekend we're gonna come together. Everybody gonna give it their all. We know what's on the line. We're number 3 in the country. So our coaches and the players, we don't expect nothing less than to win.
What do you think your 4x4 lineup is likely to be?
I'm not 100% sure. There's a couple of people that's kind of banged up. But we're gonna go out there and we're gonna go with the 4 best people. So I'm really not sure if it's gonna be the same group as Texas Relays when we had a personal best for the season. But whoever we put out there, we're gonna go out there for the win.
I was about to ask that, kind of piggybacking off that. You guys still have confidence in whoever can be a part of that race. You talk about depth, but especially there. Even if guys can't go, you still have confidence that you're able to get a good time and win.
Yes, yeah. Again, like I said, the depth is a key that we have this year that we didn't have in the previous years. So I'm confident whoever put out there on the track that they're gonna give it their all, and we're gonna go out there with the win.
What's up with Steven's hair, and how does that affect him on the track?
I don't know. Steve been doing some crazy stuff with his hair ever since I've known him. So I'm not surprised every time he does something different. I just be like, whatever. So I mean, if it's gonna make him run fast, it's whatever he wants to do. So I'm fine with it.
What color would you call that right now? Is that peach or salmon?
I say pink. I say pink right now. It was red yesterday, so I guess it's pink today. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is, but that's just who he is. So we accepted the fact that that's just what he gonna do. So
Not your style, though.
Yeah, that's not my style at all. I just keep it a regular cut, and that's it.